So this is not about which side you're on. This is not about, this is about fear and our reaction to that fear. And it's up to each of us to pay attention to our own reaction to that fear. Are we causing more fear and anxiety? Are we defending what we believe over and over again to people who are not really interested in seeing something different? Are you being rude? Are you saying, what's wrong with you? Are you stupid? Don't you see? Keep watching the news. Ha ha. Or keep listening to that conspiracy theory. Ha ha. You know that guy's just got a failed website and he's, now working with the Russian government on propaganda to, to make the entire country not trust science or its leaders. Go ahead, right? Both sides have a dismissive attitude towards the other rather than recognizing that we're all in a fear catalyst. And what does that fear catalyst do? It should be making each of us look at ourselves, not spending so much time pointing the finger at everyone else. And it's difficult to do when we look at we look at what other people are doing, and often what they do affects us, right? If people decide they don't want to listen to stop signs anymore and they're just going to drive right through them, of course that affects the people on the cross streets, right? That's how a lot of people feel about the masks. That when you don't wear your mask, you endanger me. When you run that stoplight, you endanger those people like this way because you just decided, stop signs are against my constitutional thing. So it is more difficult to do when the actions of others affect you. But let's take this down. Like I said, I'm not picking sides. I mean, I have a side, but this is not about what's right and what's wrong in the arguments. This is about our reaction to fear. So that if we break this down into our own experience within our personal lives, within our family lives, right? When the people around you are doing things that affect you, and no matter what you say to them, you can't convince them that what they're doing is hurting you. How do you react to that? Now, if you've been watching me long enough, you know exactly how you react to that. You let go of the need to change their mind. You let go of trying to predict the outcome or even have expectations of how it should come out, and you forgive them, even if they're continuing to hurt you. You forgive them, even if their choices upset you, because their choices are not about you, even if they affect you. Their choices are based on things they have personally been through. Their choices are based on pain that they are carrying. Their choices are based on their own armor. It is our reaction to their choices that is hurting us. It is our reaction to their choices in their fear-based state that hurts us. And I'll give you that personal example again of my particular friend who's very, very standing up for believing that masks are all fake and we're all falling in line and we're all sheep. If I was a different type of person, I would be agonizing over the fact that my friend feels this way about me. I would be causing myself suffering over the fact that this person who I have loved, who I have cared about, who I have poured my heart out to, laughs at me behind my back. Right? In that way, reacting to their response, I'm causing myself pain and suffering unnecessarily, right? Because that person doing that isn't really affecting me. That person is doing those things out of my sight or in my sight just briefly, and I don't have to look at it, right? It is my reaction to that causes me pain. It is the reaction to someone else's fear-based, pain-based reaction that causes suffering for me, if I allow it to. right? We don't have to be triggered by someone else if we recognize what they're triggering in me. For some people, the whole thing with the mask is they don't feel heard. Covering my mouth means I can't speak, and I need to be heard. And that can go deep down into childhood of needing to be heard. Yeah, let's look at what Richard says here. Hi, Richard. All fear is rooted in, see, I got some comments. All fear is rooted in the fear of death or separation. People who have experiences to know there is no death do not experience fear. Fear is one of the emotions most of us came to master, and when I don't cater to fear, I can play the game of society freely. Part of the game at this time is to wear a mask. That's a good one. That's a good one. See, this is a fear-based catalyst event. And how we react to it is what we're supposed to be learning, is what is propelling us onto those paths, right? And so Richard has looked at this and said, I don't have to fear because I don't fear death. So whether it's real and I get it, or whether it's not real and I don't get it, I don't have to worry about separation and fear because I don't fear death, because I am immortal and I go on forever and ever. So it doesn't matter which road I choose, I can go along. I can choose to go along with the game of society and just wear the mask, because they're not taking my voice. They're not giving me it by selling me a mask with the virus already in it. They're not doing any of that stuff, and it doesn't make a difference. Even if they did, I'm eternal, and I don't fear death. That is his response to this fear-based catalyst. Some people's response is to continuously tell people that they've done their research and I know what I believe, and anyone can challenge me anytime they want. Some people have said, you're an idiot, you're stupid, you're a sheep, bah, and some people say, you're an idiot because you don't wear a mask, and you're the reason that my father died, and you're the reason that my so-and-so, that my kids can't go back to school, right? How are you reacting to fear? And not just in the way that you present it outwards, but sitting in your own space. How are you reacting to this fear? And like I said, part of mine is I feel my brain. I mean, I already have neurological stuff, so my brain doesn't always work, but I can feel myself overthinking things that I should be just moving forward on, right? I feel myself recognizing that something is a bad choice, but doing it anyways because it feeds the layers of stuff, the layers of protection. Right now, I would like all of us to focus on peeling away those layers of protection that we have put on ourselves and allowing that unique energy signature that each one of us has to shine. Unleashing it, if you will. Well, I mean, okay, so I've been here yapping for an hour, y'all, and I'm sorry that Aaron didn't show up. And it just gave me another countdown. That's weird. Did I start over? Oh my goodness. I love all of you. I appreciate you sitting with me for the last hour. Pay attention to how your fear manifests towards other people, and pay attention to how your fear manifests towards yourself as well. Because this fear-based catalyst is a worldwide thing meant for our growth, meant for us to uplift ourselves and to move forward. It's meant for our spiritual evolution in this path as a human, in this space and time. Use it for your own healing. Use it to practice forgiveness of others, especially when they are horrible to you. Especially when they're horrible to others. Those are the people that we need to practice forgiving the most. If you're only loving and forgiving the people who already love you and aren't doing anything wrong, what are you doing? Isn't there a Jesus quote about that? If you only love those who agree with you, then what's the point of talking, right? If you only talk to people who already know what you're going to say, then what's the point of even saying anything, right? It's felt good to come back on and be here with you guys. I'm going to work on this. I'm going to work on this whole streaming thing. I may have to bite the bullet and go ahead and pay. And see, that's one of those fear-based things that put that money out. But it's time to step out of that fear and to pull away, right? To pull off that armor and pull these clothes off. So I'm just going to no, I'm kidding. you guys, I'm going to go. I love you so much. I'm so grateful that you hung out here with me for a little while. Look at fear in your own life and always remember you are beloved, you matter, you are loved.